All right, in 8.1, we're going to start a polynomial review. So first I want to kind of revisit some vocabulary you may or may not know. Standard form means that the exponents go downhill. Okay, what the heck do I mean by that? I mean, like, when you put it in standard form, you put the highest exponent first, and then they go in decreasing order. So x squared, x to the first, no x. That's what I mean by downhill. Now, when you see the word degree, as we do polynomials, that refers to the highest exponent. So the first thing we want to do is look at adding and subtracting polynomials. So really, all we're doing here is collecting like terms. Okay, good old school collecting like terms. So let's try this. Now I have this plus sign right here. That just means I'm really distributing a positive 1 across this last parenthesis, but that doesn't change any of my signs. So I don't really have to do a whole lot more than just literally collect like terms. So I have 7x cubed, and I look over here, I have a 2x cubed. I can put those together and make 9x cubed. Then I want to go to the next power down, x squared. So I have negative x squared, negative 4x squared, minus 9x squared gives me negative 13x squared. Then I go to the x term, so I have negative x, positive x, they cancel each other out. And then I have 8 minus 11, well that gives me minus 3. And that's my answer. But look at number 2. This one is different because I have a negative. That means I have to distribute that negative across all 4 terms back here. So I'm going to rewrite this with that negative distributed. Negative 10x to the 4th, positive 6x, negative 14. Now I'm going to go through and combine my like terms just like we did before. So negative x to the 4th minus 10x to the 4th gives me negative 17x to the 4th. X to the 3rd would be my next power down, so I look and I only have this one term. So put negative 5 minus negative 5x to the 3rd, said it correctly. Then I look at my x squared terms. I have 11x squared, and that's it. So I just bring that straight down. X terms, I have negative x plus 6x gives me plus 5x. Negative 8 minus 14 will give me negative 22. So there's my answer. Notice my exponents go in descending order. And that's it. Now, the next thing I want to do is multiply. All right, let's practice multiplying binomials and trinomials. So here I have 2 binomials, and I'm going to use FOIL. I don't know what method you were taught, but I teach FOIL. So first terms, I multiply those. I get 56x squared. Outer terms, outer edges, I get 35x. Inner, negative 3 times 8 is minus 24x. And then last terms, negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. You should end up being able to combine your middle terms most of the time. 56x squared, what is that, plus 11x minus 15. Now, look at this one. This has a power of 2 on it. That means I need to expand and write it out as 2 binomials. Okay? A lot of times what I see students do is just when they see this, they'll go, oh, that's 25x squared plus 121. No, it's not. Definitely not. So expand it and then do FOIL, just like we were doing. So first terms, I get 25x squared. Outer terms, plus 55x. Inner terms, plus 55x. And then last terms, 11 times 11 is 121. Combine my middle terms, 25x squared. This gives me 110x plus 121. All right, what about number 3? A binomial times a trinomial. So when I need to do this, the FOIL doesn't work for this because it's not built for trinomials, but what I do is just build a box. All right, and I'm going to list my 3 parts across the top. And then my binomial parts I'm going to put down the edge. And then I'm going to multiply. So 5x times x squared gives me 5x cubed. So if you remember when you multiply x's, you're really adding your exponents. 5x times negative 3x gives me negative 15x squared. 5x times 2 is 10x. Then I do the bottom row. 4 times x squared is 4x squared. 4 times negative 3x is negative 12x. 4 times 2 is 8. Now I can go back and combine like terms. If you did it right, your diagonals should be like terms. So I can do that real easily. So I'll have 5x cubed. 4x minus 15x squared is negative 11x squared. Negative 12x plus 10x is negative 2x, and then plus 8. And there's my answer. All right, so what if you got something like this? 3 things going on. Well, it's easy. Take 2 at a time and simplify it for yourself, okay? Let's just take 2 at a time. So let's first, I'm going to multiply these 2 together. So I have negative 3x squared, and I'm going to bring that 2x minus 7 down, and now I'm just distributing that negative 3x squared. So now I have negative 6x cubed. Negative times a negative makes a positive, so 3 times 7 is 21, and x squared is distributed out. All right, let's look at number 5. 3 binomials. So again, take them in 2s. Just take them. Let's do these 2 with FOIL really quick. So first terms, I get x squared. Outer, minus 3x. Inner, negative 4x. Last, I get plus 12. So when I clean that up, I have x squared minus 7x plus 12. Now I'm going to bring this one straight down, and this is where I want to build the box that we discussed previously. So here's my box. X squared minus 7x plus 12, and then x plus 7. So let's multiply. X times x squared is x cubed. Negative 7x times x is negative 7x squared. 12 times x is 12x. Bottom row, 7 times x squared is 7x squared. 7 times negative 7, negative 49x. And 7 times 12 is 84. So let's combine like terms, see what happens. So I'll end up with x cubed. Well, 7x minus 7x is 0. Negative 49 plus 12 gives me negative 37x plus 84. And there's my answer. All right, let's try this last one together, number 6. So notice I have a binomial being squared here. I want to expand that first. I'm going to do the FOIL part first. I'm going to do this part first. Could you do it in a different order? You sure could. So if I do that, I'm going to have x squared times, when I FOIL this, I get x squared minus 9x plus 81. Clean that up. That's going to be negative 18x plus 81. Now I just need to distribute this outside x squared across that trinomial. So x squared times x squared, when you multiply exponents, you add them. So you get x to the 4th. X squared times negative 18x is negative 18x cubed. And then x squared times 81 is plus 81x squared. There it is. So hopefully this review has kind of refreshed your memory on multiplying binomials and trinomials. And let me know what questions you have.